Are we going?
Yay.
All right.
There you go. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Hi. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Oh, my. Oh, yeah. Now this is going too. It's all happening. It's Tuesday, but this is the Monday M.A.S.S. This is the world's greatest action sports podcast.
You're probably wondering to yourself,
you're like, what day is it?
Why are we doing this on a Tuesday?
Because we said so.
Truth be told, we don't have a good answer.
We don't have a good show either.
Yeah.
It's just, we're doing this because...
We have to.
It's our duty.
We're contractually obliged.
It's an action sports podcast about nothing. Somebody asked me yesterday, what is your podcast about? I'm like, nothing.
You're all fucked if I know.
You tell me.
That's what
it'll
it's
be about. Well, this is, what's the date today? Oh, March 1st.
Rabbit. You say rabbit on the 1st.
Rabbit. March 1st, 2022. I'm Chris Coté.
I'm Todd Richards, and
yeah,
this is going to be the most drawn-out sponsor segment we've ever done because we literally have no content. We're gonna check in. I'm just giving people a chance to bail out on this podcast already.
Who's calling you now?
I don't know.
More guests.
Oh, that's someone desperate.
I don't answer numbers like that.
I don't either. But go ahead. Proceed.
Let's talk about our sponsors because we know this is what you guys want to hear. To all of you out there, all you sponsor lovers out there, sponsor block lovers, we're gonna tell you about some people and some products that changed our lives. That is not hyperbole. This is the truth, including Herschel Supply Co.
How often do you use hyperbole?
I use hyperbole quite often
You're just
nowadays.
trying to seem smarter than everyone.
I have glasses. I use hyperbole. It's a warranted word to use.
I use hyperbole. It's one of the best shampoos you can use.
I don't want to seem too hyperbolic. If that's Herschel Supply Co. At Herschel Supply Co. This is not hyperbole. These are the best bags in the world. I've got bags for long travel, daily travel. You want to see my backpack?
Yes.
Hold on.
Not really.
Yeah, you got no. This is going to be good. This is going to sell some backpacks right here.
Yeah, especially to the people that can't see it.
Well, they're gonna know now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna describe this to you. If you would like to know what this bag, it's a black standard issue backpack. I like it. It's got.
Look at how felty.
It's minimal. There's felt on the inside.
There's weird shit in here.
Whoever dealt it. It has.
Oh, guess what? I know one thing cool it has in here.
What is
you
that?
Ready?
This is a Herschel backpack.
Monday M.A.S.S stickers, the 2 last remaining stickers
really?
in the world.
Cool.
That's my Herschel backpack. I use it every single day. Every day. Herschel Supply, at Herschel Supply.
I'm a big fan of dragging their rolling duffels around.
Oh, best bags. Beneath Apparel. We only deal with the best around here at the Monday M.A.S.S headquarters. Only the best. And these are the best underpants in the world. Beneath Apparel. Did I tell you I gave some to my mailman?
Yeah.
Did I tell you that story?
Really weird.
I haven't mustered up the courage to ask him if he's using them yet.
Do you need any more?
Like, yo, bro, come here. Like when he's putting the mailbox. What if he's like putting stuff in the mailbox and I like open my window? That's right up. I'm all.
I just picture.
Are you wearing the underpants?
I picture like Newman wearing like a.
Newman would be in such a better mood if he was in some Beneath Apparel at Beneath BN3TH Apparel.
M.A.S.S 20 at checkout gets you 20% off of your order.
Nanocraft CBD in these times of trouble. Talking about those of you that don't have Beneath Apparel, you have this shitty underwear.
Yeah.
You're going to have anxiety. But if you have yet to get your Beneath Apparel and you do have anxiety, you can circumvent that. You can order the underwear.
You can't, but
as the underwear is on its way, which it gets there quick,
you can take
Nanocraft.
You can't wear Nanocraft CBD as underwear.
So I have this.
I have a rolled ankle. He has an ankle brace on.
I rolled my ankle walking on some rocks.
Is that why you're wearing those nurse's shoes?
Yes. Walking on some rocks, Todd.
Oh yeah, you were walking to the end of the jetty to shoot a
loose
towel thing
or something? Yeah, I was shooting some stuff. I'm constantly working. I'm on the move. And I rolled my ankle and I've been really leaning on, literally and figuratively, leaning on Nanocraft CBD. I'm rubbing the stick, taking the tincture.
Droppies.
And it's... I feel like it's healing.
We have an attack dog here.
We've got a special guest. Hey.
Attack dog.
Hey.
Come here, Rags.
Chill.
Come here. What's your dog's name?
Pie.
Scruppy?
Pie.
Pie?
Did your dog ever rub against your leg and
3.14. Come here.
hey? She does not want to be on the show.
Its name is really Pie.
No, Pie.
Oh.
Like a slice of.
Oh.
My wife named her after a horse.
I thought it was an equation.
Look at those haunches. You can't see what we're seeing, but it's a dog's butt.
Come here. Come here.
I had this funny conversation the other night with a friend.
What?
About the word anus.
Oh.
About how the word anus is. This is probably not a topic to start the podcast with, but
is it an anagram?
The word anus is nastier than ass.
Anus?
If you think about it.
But it's
think about anus sex. I can't even say it out loud. It's so bad.
Ew.
Like, ooh, and then I touched the anus.
Stop.
Bubs Naturals.
Speaking
Sorry
of
about that. I'm gonna edit that part out. Nobody wants to hear about anuses on this early on.
What's the plural of anuses?
Ani.
Yes.
Bubs Naturals. That is a segue. Bubs Naturals. Todd, I just got a haircut.
You did?
Yeah, I just literally Bravehold Barbershop in Leucadia, best in town, if not the world.
What do you say? Give me the tennis ball?
I just go, you know what? Let's do this nice. What the frick? Remind me later.
You say hit me with a number 5?
I get a little, scalp rub. But anyway, why I'm talking about this is because my barber thought for a while
you
that
look really fast right now.
I'm fast.
Your head looks fast.
My barber Laura for a while I kept saying like this could be my last haircut, but through the magic of Bubs, the collagen, my hair's growing faster than
You're
ever.
like a Play-Doh fun factory.
Do you want to touch it? Honestly, you can touch it.
It's weird.
You can touch it.
You're talking about ani.
I'm not talking about that anymore. I'm editing that part out.
No, you're not.
That's not going to be in the podcast.
That is literally why people listen to us.
No, I'm taking that whole thing out. I'm taking this whole sponsor block out. Bubs Naturals. It's helped me regrow hair, and this is a miracle. And I really think that I talked about my rolled ankle about an hour ago. Mm-hmm. I think that collagen has helped the healing process. This is what this is all for.
Can I interject?
Interject
here with some this is pain talk.
Okay, pain talk with Todd Richards.
So remember a couple months ago, last August, where a stingray decided to eviscerate my toe?
Yes.
I now can't, my toe goes numb as soon as I go in the water.
Really?
Yeah, completely, I have a piece of wood on my foot.
So just your big toe?
Just my big toe.
So I'm wondering if the stingray thing pierced the nerve.
Nerve damage.
Yeah. I don't know if Bubs can fix that.
Does anything help with that? What can I rub on there?
You can rub Bubs on there. You can rub Nanocraft on there.
Yeah, will that help it?
I noticed too that if I'm gone or I always bring Bubs collagen and MCT brain oil with me everywhere I go, and I forgot the MCT brain oil I think on my last trip, and I could tell. I'm sharp right now.
Explains a lot.
Hansen Surfboards at Hansen Surfboards. I love Hansen Surfboards.
It's almost spring break, Chris.
Oh yeah.
You know what happens in spring break?
Yeah, you go long armed and short legged in your wetsuit.
I do, and because of this
idea why.
This new fun crisis we're having with fuel and petroleum based products, guess what? Wetsuits are going to be hard to come by again.
You think?
Yes, it's already been confirmed by my sources.
So people make petroleum free wetsuits, right?
Sure.
Is that a thing?
But I think there's petroleum I don't know.
I like that stretchy shit.
Get your wetsuits now.
At Hansen Surfboards.
I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, get them now. It's going to be like the toilet paper of last summer.
Go to the Hansen Surfboards website, and if you do that, you can order something, a wetsuit, short-legged, long arm for Todd,
or just wetsuit pants.
Short arms, long legs for me,
or just the legs,
booties,
or
and gloves.
just the sleeves. What do you ever think
short
about
sleeve, short sleeve full suit?
You ever think about just trunks with just the sleeves of a wetsuit?
I've not only have I thought about it, I've lived it.
One leg, one arm.
I used to have a O'Neill Ono.
What was that?
It was a wetsuit. There was a full suit, but you could take the arms off. You remember those?
No, that's brilliant.
You never had that.
No.
Raise your hand out there if you had an O'Neill.
Is that kind of like
those
pants that old people wear that zip into shorts?
Yeah, what you would do. So
Tearaway?
It was a short sleeve full suit. from what I remember.
Or is it?
Well, it started like that.
Zip on legs, zip off.
And then what? So there was like a, like this. Okay, I'm bringing the backpack out again. So this thing right here. Yeah. What is this called?
That's
this is
buckly thing.
So there would be a buckle on the arm right here.
Yeah.
And then the arm would just be a neoprene sleeve, and you put it on, strap it on, and you had a full sleeve.
But
it didn't work that good.
I'm thinking, okay, what if you did a wetsuit that had like
convertible
small zippers that you could just mix and match, and it'd be like, I always say that wetsuits need more zippers.
I remember when I was a kid, this local ripper had a wetsuit that he something happened to the ankle. And he cut it into almost like capri, but somehow he pulled it off, and it looked so cool. And I was like, I'm gonna do that, and I ruined a wetsuit, cutting into capri.
My son is so tall that every wetsuit is a capri on him.
Oh right, he's what 6'+", 6'4"?
Yeah. Dude, it's a little weird.
Pannikin Coffee and Tea at Pannikin Coffee and Tea. I've already had 3 today.
I just came from there.
What'd you get?
My homie Tony.
Yep.
He made salsa. Sometimes.
What?
Sometimes you get there and it's salsa day, and the dudes in the back.
I love salsa day.
Who pilot the ship. Best dudes in the business.
Yeah, I love salsa day. I didn't get any salsa today.
They make the sickest homemade salsa, and I got really good salsa.
But that's off menu.
No, it's off menu.
That's off menu. Never. I'm gonna edit that out. I don't want people going in panicking asking for salsa.
Why can't you just say, do you guys have any of that homemade salsa?
I have a lot of editing to do with this in this block. I gotta take out the M.A.S.S stuff, the salsa stuff, probably the wetsuit stuff.
Really?
Whatever, and most of the stuff that you said
with the rolled ankle
earlier, I'm probably I'll take the rolled ankle thing off. New Greens.
Did you see
New Greens?
Did you see the owner of New Greens? Picture of him, his vintage shot from Boreal Ski Resort doing a frontside air on his snowboard with white guy dreads.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good. If you go to New Greens on your Instagram, and you'll see the owner. That's Devin Ryerson doing a frontside air.
Hey,
actually, good style.
Puts his money where his mouth is.
He's wearing a wetsuit. He's wearing like wetsuit gloves.
Like neoprene gloves.
Yeah, neoprene gloves.
And a short arm full.
No, he doesn't have a full suit on. But he does have white guy dreadlocks. Little stuff.
There was a phase, I believe, when snowboarding was in its infancy where a lot of people would actually wear wetsuits on the mountain, right?
No, they're only in California.
Only in California, you guys. Only in California.
Only at Mammoth where dudes would be like,
I'm wearing my wetsuit. youonline.com. Our podcast lives right there. It lives all over the internet, but it really lives right there on youonline.com, along with some other great content. If you're thinking about that Southern California lifestyle, i.e. wetsuits on the mountain. Mm-hmm. Adventure.io, at Adventure.io. Get the app. Get the Adventure.io app. Go on an adventure. It's time. It's time.
It's time to be adventurous.
It's time
to adventure out. They're dropping these mandates that say that you can't adventure, and they're saying now is the time to adventure. Take
your masks off and recycle them. What can we do with all these extra old masks? What are you going to do with them? Is this too political?
No, there's a lot of them. I've been picking them up. I know people get all freaked out if you're scared.
You pick them up with your teeth, like bobbing for apples?
I use my tongue but I do. I pick them up.
That's crazy.
I pick them up all the time.
You're crazy.
I throw them away, and I feel bad throwing them away because obviously they should be recycled, but at the same time, I'm not just going to leave it in the gutter.
Yeah. I'm
It's slowly becoming the state bird of California. There's so many of them on the ground.
I'm thinking
blowing in the breeze.
I think that there's some maybe Billabong or some companies making stuff out of recycled masks.
Really?
I think so.
Maybe they're making masks out of them.
Maybe that's what I saw.
What if we had a bush, kind of like at the ski areas where people throw their bras? We throw all the masks in one bush.
Yeah, that's I like that about some ski areas. There's a bra bush, right, and panties.
Yeah, bra. It's more like a Mardi Gras.
I'm gonna throw some beneath
Mardi Gras.
Beneath apparel.
That's how you say it if you're from the South Shore. You say Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
When is Mardi Gras?
I think it was last week.
Is it?
Fat Tuesday.
Was last week Fat Tuesday?
I don't know anything.
I don't keep up
about
on
anything.
my holidays that are insignificant.
Todd, you have
Only
before we get into the meat of this incredible action sports based podcast about nothing, you've got something to one more thing to pitch. You've got
yes,
a lot of people on real podcasts with they're doing stuff out there.
You mean podcast with followings?
Yeah. What do you call it?
Successful.
You want to pitch something? Or wait, no.
What?
You've got something happening, and we want to let's hear about it. Todd, you've got the floor.
So tonight.
That's not. I don't know if anyone's gonna hear this before tonight.
Okay. Anyways, myself, Sue Izzo, Cersei Wallace, two great action sports agents.
Yep.
Cersei just had a 9 Club that came out.
I saw that.
It's actually really good. Anyways, we're doing this thing where it's called Sports Media Masterminds.
Okay.
And it's basically if you're an up and coming kid who wants to like pursue the dream and try to become a sponsored athlete in the various things that we do, it's kind of like this little intimate.
It's a gathering thing.
It's
online.
We're doing a free one tonight, and then I think we have like 160, 170 people signed up for it. Do this Zoom thing, and then we offer these courses where you go on there, and parents that are trying to, become the next Kelly Slater or the next, Shaun White or whatever, they go on there, and we kind of help them navigate some of the pitfalls that maybe people wouldn't know about. Like our collective insider knowledge of the industry is like 100 years of being in the industry.
Yeah.
So it's cool and it's fun to see these parents that are so gung ho and help people navigate social media or how to be yourself in the industry right now and
I like it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool.
Well, you
want to be on one?
I'll be on one for sure.
Yeah, because we have like great people that come on that do. Travis Rice came on and Davey from GoPro came on. Michael Spencer, like all these different people.
Michael Scott
from
The
Scott
Office
came on. It was great.
I would love to. It's interesting that you're saying this because I had a conversation with my 13-year-old about is he playing lacrosse. I'm like, okay, so you have to do a sport, one sport per season or whatever. And he's like, yeah, so
what is the rule?
My other parents are allowed to skate or surf, and I'm like, okay, well, you're allowed to do that, but you gotta do it because right. the thing about organized sports, mm-hmm. as opposed to action sports, is they're at Monday from 3 to 5. Monday and Wednesday 3 to 5, and you go and you practice, and the coach yells at you, and you get humbled, and you learn shit. Mm-hmm. Skating and surfing and snowboarding is like,
you do it on your own.
I'm gonna go practice my skateboarding. Like that's. But I like that there's
we're helping
a path that you can take to kind of make that something.
My dad pushed me into organized sports when I was little. Okay, like I played baseball. I played hockey.
Everyone did.
I fucking hate those sports now because of that. I'm not sure. What, do you have an important message?
No.
Are you sure?
Oh, maybe it's from said sporting kid.
Oh.
He's texting from school.
Let's see what he says.
Let's see.
You want to read the message online?
Hey, Dad, I'm going to be a bit late because my bike is out of battery, so don't be worried.
Okay. Cool.
I'm also going to hang for a bit, so yeah.
Must be a girl.
Sounds good.
Anyway.
Hopefully she's cute. No.
I didn't like baseball and hockey. Like I didn't like them.
You were not that good at either one.
No, I wasn't.
But that's you. At least you tried. At least you're not good at that.
I was forced to try.
Yeah, but
I think that helped me
build character.
Debatable.
I owe my incredible sense of humor to years and years on the bench playing baseball.
Did you play baseball a lot?
A lot of bench time.
Was your brother a jock?
No, he was really good at soccer.
You guys seem like you're a real sporty family.
We're sporty to an extent.
You like to cheer for the
We like to throw
groups.
Footballs and play wiffle ball. But it's mostly surfing and skating. And, like my 10-year-old son, Roman, who's a parkour wizard.
He's fairly disciplined at it.
And that's the difference. It's like, yeah, if he goes to parkour classes on the weekends, and he's constantly filming and constantly editing, and he's got a crew, and he's watching it on YouTube. So he's all in. So I'm like, okay, parkour is his sport. He does not have to play soccer, baseball, basketball, whatever.
So what would your Grom be doing if he wasn't
doing parkour?
No. Like your
13-year-old.
What would he be doing? Are you afraid that he'd be like Minecrafting his brains up?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just having, and this is probably just how we were both raised, how probably most people listening to this were raised, right now. Is like you gotta try a sport. Mm-hmm. You know, you gotta be in a sport or an activity. Like if you wanted to go do coding class, that could take place of. Okay. But I think that, and maybe this is something that is just ingrained in me by my parents, is that having a thing you don't like but have to do helps you in life somehow.
I think it makes sense because, I mean, but they're also, like when I was doing sports when I was growing up, the parents weren't there like they are now.
Right.
Like you're not
hovering around your kid going, good job, buddy.
Trying to fight the umpire.
Are you okay? Come off the field. Right. No, and actually, I mean, it's pretty cool because he likes lacrosse. And I tried to sell him lacrosse because I had a bunch of friends in high school that played lacrosse. And they're all just like rad people. And you don't have to be super big or necessarily super fast. You got to be aggressive. And you get cool gear. Like the gear for lacrosse is pretty tight.
They give you a weapon?
A freaking stick and pads and a helmet. It's like, and you get to wear shorts. What more could you want? So where do we find this class? And if we can't find it tonight,
I'm going to put a link up on the Monday M.A.S.S Instagram. Okay. You can also go to my Instagram, that is @BToddRichards, and I'll put a link on there. I think we're all filled up for tonight, but there's going to be more of these things. And you can always just, drop into the course. It's 4 weeks.
Yep.
And it's really cool. And I think that, we're trying to create a niche within the industry to help.
Why keep moving that?
I don't. My face moves away from it.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain. He moves his face away from the mic so he doesn't.
Baby born will die before the sin.
Anyways,
chocolate.
Anyway,
if you can't see what we're doing the chocolate rain face thing.
Rain. Remember when chocolate rain? That's all we had to worry about was chocolate rain.
Yeah.
Like that was like a big thing. We didn't have to worry about all this other shit that's happening in the world.
I think chocolate. Yeah.
Chocolate rain?
I think chocolate rain when it dropped. It was kind of, you misunderstood it, but it was a heavy song. There were some heavy topics in there.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
That was a good one, too.
That was a really good summer.
Yeah. God, those are the good old days.
Yeah. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this.
I got something to sell.
What are you selling?
I am singing for a band called the Red Cars, which is a collective of, they're actual badass musicians, jazz players from a band called Red Foxtails, Trouble in the Wind, Brawley, all these heavy players, and somehow they are letting me sing with them. We're doing classics by The Cars. You're All I've Got Tonight, Moving in Stereo, Dangerous Type, It's All I Can Do, etc. We have two shows coming up.
So
I'm singing.
What songs are you singing? All those songs you just said?
I'm splitting duties with a very talented singer, Nina, and she actually has the same Nina Cote. Her husband is Dean Cote, Cote, unrelated.
Should I call you Cote now?
No.
My phone?
I have an accent over it. Anyway, this collective group,
Siri,
we practiced last night for the first time. Siri, who's Todd?
See? You're Cote in my phone.
There you go. Anyway, we got two shows.
You're beating around the bushes. What songs are you singing?
Do you want? I have the set list right here.
I just want to know what song. You don't know what song you're singing?
Well, I know what I'm singing. I'm singing.
Then can you just say it?
I'm singing a duet on Drive.
Right.
Moving in Stereo.
Are you singing Moving in Stereo? Now, will you try to do that song like Rick Ocasek?
Kinda. Yeah. It's actually these songs, the Cars songs, are in a good register for me. I'm not saying I'm singing them well.
You're All I've Got Tonight.
You're All I've Got.
Are you singing that one?
Yes. Bye Bye Love, Nina's singing that one. I do backups. Candio, I'm singing. Ooh. Nina's doing Emotion in Motion.
Dude, the Cars are fucking good.
So good. Moving in Stereo, I got that one. Just What I Needed. We're doing a duet for Drive, a duet for Good Times Roll. I get to sing Dangerous Type. It's All I Can Do. It's actually one of my hardest songs to sing. Let's Go.
I don't know, what song is that?
She's driving away.
Oh yeah. Oh, that song's
It's so good.
sick.
That one's kind of hard to sing too.
Do you guys out there
Magic.
like the cars? The cars are
Dude, the
they're
cars
freaking
rule.
good, man.
This Friday, March 4th at $7,000 in North Park, and then at the end of March at the Belly Up, March 26th, Cars Night. I'm singing this song too.
You're singing this?
Yeah.
Dude, just what I need is a really good car song.
Don't sing yet. Almost.
Okay? Here you
Hold
go.
on. You gotta wait for that cymbal, that one snare hit. Wasting all my time. Wasting all my time. That's a really good. They have the best lyrics.
Cars are. I mean, you forget how good. Like, I didn't like the Cars when I was growing up, because I felt like I needed to be punk rock, and they were on the radio, and so I didn't like them. There's a lot of bands that I appreciate now, in my twilight, that I didn't realize how good they really were.
Yes.
Cars are one of them.
Cars are so good, and they have the best lyrics. There's a lyric I believe in. Let's Go. They wanna crack your crossword smile. Oh no, that's You're All I've Got. But I was thinking about that lyric, and I feel like a crossword smile is somebody with like missing teeth.
What? Oh.
White, black, like.
Wow. Never thought
So
about
good. Anyway.
That's cool that you're doing that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
podcast
It's
over
kind
yet?
of a dream come true.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
Surf News is brought to you by. Let's start with snow news so I'm guaranteed a guest.
Okay, snow news.
It's brought to you by who?
K2 Snowboarding.
Still?
Look at it. It's dry. I haven't ridden it. I need to ride it.
I feel like there's not a lot of.
I feel like chicken tonight.
There's not
like
a lot of.
chicken
There's
tonight.
not. There's not a lot of. There's not a lot of stuff going on in snowboarding.
Well,
and
people are snowboarding.
People are snowboarding, and I figure I'll go right to the source.
Oh, let's take it straight to the
We're
top.
gonna go to my son Stan, Justin Levielle of Slush Magazine, and also snowboarder ? Sometimes.
Of everything.
Yep.
That's right.
Stan is of everything.
Stan, hi. Welcome to the show. This is the Monday M.A.S S, a action sports show about nothing. You were recently up at Baldface Lodge for.
You have recently up at.
Shut up. You were recently at Baldface Lodge for the second stop of the Natural Selection Tour. Can you tell us anything about it? I've heard it's pretty secretive because it isn't. They're telling everyone that we don't get to watch it until like the March 9th.
Act natural.
March 16th. And yeah, I could tell you, but then I'd have to give up all my NFTs that I've earned.
Your
in
Bitcoin.
Wait a minute. You can earn NFTs?
Yeah, you can. If you ask nicely, you can just earn an NFT.
Is that kind of like in Mario when you collect the stars? I don't. Can
you drive through the
Can you
coins?
explain NFTs to me?
Yes, so when Travis Rice decides that snowboarding is no longer like his sole purpose and that he needs to be a part of digital art,
Okay.
is when he offers you a piece of digital art that has something to do with what he's doing, you pay for it. You know what I will say is there was a golden NFT from the first event that if you won this raffle, you paid $15 and then you got an all expenses trip paid to Baldface. I met the guy. He was there.
What?
Yeah, like they brought someone to Baldface who bought an NFT.
Now,
I couldn't even get invited
Stan,
there.
When I turn my computer on and a little icon of a postage stamp comes up and there's a number next to it, is that an NFT?
That's it.
Damn, that's fungible, bro.
It's totally fungible. So what the hell happened up there? I know we had all the hot shots there. There was more gold medals up there at Baldface.
Are we allowed to know who was there?
Yeah, well,
We know who was there.
We know who was
We just
there.
don't know what they did up there.
Is known. You know what I'll say is it went real. I would say it went really well. There was no real like full ragdoll situations. Like everyone kind of like held it together. I think it was a real lot of people are going to be maybe surprised or maybe not. I don't know.
Can you tell us who went the biggest?
No.
You can't even say who went the biggest?
What about who went big?
No, don't. That's boring.
Who goes big?
Who drank the most?
Ooh, good question. I mean, it's hard for me. This is a tough one because in volume, probably Nickel.
He's a good-sized human.
Yeah, but he's a good-sized human, so I feel like his ratio is pretty high. So I'm gonna give maybe myself the second.
Oh, really?
You sent it.
Yeah, I drank a lot.
Wow.
I actually also slept in the movie theater. I didn't really technically have a bed.
Really?
This is called gonzo journalism,
Yeah,
folks. It's alive and well.
Were you invited to go there?
I mean, yes, but let's just say the natural selection tour didn't know I was invited until I was there.
Right. That's a self-invite. That's one of the best invites you can do.
And it's not easy to get up there. Like there's airplanes and then a helicopter and then a snowcat.
Get your ride.
Yeah, so you
Hitchhike.
basically just showed up and blew up. So that's you should get an award for that.
Yeah, it was undercover journalism. It was pretty hardcore. I last minute pivoted. I wasn't supposed to be there. One spot opened up. What I will say I can talk about is they did these like battles, or they're called duels, around the weather window. So like basically the thing was supposed to run like a week ago.
Okay.
And then it was negative 47 degrees.
Jesus
and super wind loaded
Christ.
on the looker's right side of the course. So everyone was like kind of out there and they were ready to go.
Right.
And they called it like 2 minutes before first drop.
Because it was too scary.
It was too scary on Scary Cherry.
Too scary cherry.
Then in the meantime, they did these head-to-heads. And those were all kind of like randomized. So there was like some really cool matchups, like fucking
Head-to-heads where? Like just in the backcountry?
Headbutts.
in the backcountry, yeah, from like backcountry booters. I saw a backcountry booter session go down between Craven and Bensburg. That's kind of fucked up.
Okay.
A backcountry booter session between Sage and McMorris. That's
Ooh.
pretty
Oh,
fun.
damn. Okay. Now you're
Damn,
talking
yeah.
superstars.
Zoe and Beeman was a cool one. Zoe kind of like obviously coming into her own.
How's her powder landing gear these days?
It's not bad, honestly. She's still taking the height and the depth, and all things considered, it's really not bad.
Very cool. Very cool.
Awesome.
Well, I won't keep you because I know that you have a busy schedule with Slush Magazine. Is there any snowboarding going on now, other than what we went through?
Canada's really the only place that I believe it is actually snowing. I know that the rail dogs are kind of in the Midwest. Minneapolis kept a little bit of snow.
Oh, you guys just dropped an edit out of Minneapolis, right?
That wasn't Slush. That was that was the bomb hole edit out of. Was that Slush sponsored? That edit out of the Midwest?
But I was there.
Okay.
Well, that's why I thought it was,
He's
because I
everywhere.
pay attention to Stan.
He's everywhere.
And then Canada's really like, I think the move is if you're powderboarding right now, you're in Canada. You're probably at Trout Lake or you're maybe in Squamish. That's the only place that's really getting any sort of snowfall. So I think a lot of the Americans are headed that way.
Dumpage.
Right.
Freaking Americans.
And then I mean now I'm back in SoCal. I don't know. Go to Bear.
Okay.
That's my plan.
I'm down. All right, sounds good. When are you going? I'll go with you. Thank you for
can
checking
hardly
in
bear
and
it.
giving us zero fucking information about ball
Stan,
pits.
do you remember when Todd was at the Olympics?
Says I'm not allowed to come to her house anymore unless I tell her, and I just can't give it up.
Wait, what? Whose house can't you go to?
Jill Perkins was like telling me that unless I'm not allowed to just stay at her couch anymore unless I tell her who won, and I couldn't give it up.
Oh, I've already
Oh,
texted
you can
like 6
sleep
people
on
to try
Todd's
to figure
couch.
out who won. I can't get anything out of anybody. All right, well, I look forward to the NFT of the winner.
All right.
Okay, then.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, Stan's great.
All right, goodbye now.
Stan's
All
great.
right, yeah.
I have some, I Google what's happening in snowboarding. I found this thing on the inertia. It's it sounds like actual hell to me personally, because I don't like being cold. I don't like being wet. I don't like paddling. There's a movie. It's called Without a Paddle. Have you heard about this?
No.
Four friends.
Is this a snowboard movie?
They take a winter canoe snowboarding trip 140 kilometers down the Columbia River to Revelstoke.
Yes.
And they're wet and they're freezing. It reminds me of that cross-country skier that froze his penis. I don't know if these guys froze their penises, but you figure you're in a kayak, you're sitting down.
Let's just talk about
water.
that for a second. Like, imagine being...
I'm not down.
Imagine it being so cold out and you're doing an event and you're like, man, it's really cold. And you're in a speed suit.
Yeah.
And at first you're like, man, it's really cold. And then like 20 minutes in, you're like,
I
like,
can't feel it.
It's like super cold. An hour in, you're like, dude, I can't feel the tip of my wiener.
Now, to me, when I see frostbite, it's like turns into charcoal, kind of, right?
Right.
Is that?
I don't know.
What's the frostbite and penis look like, Todd? You know everything about snowboarding.
You know, you've seen those pictures of the people they've thawed out of glaciers, right?
Oh, glacier penis.
It's just glacier penis.
So anyway, these guys, they deserve a lot of credit. They got frostbitten fingers. They paddled through the night. They found some deep and untouched powder in the middle of nowhere. It's worth a watch if you like to watch people suffer for snowboarding.
It sounds like that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio.
The Departed?
No.
In Boston?
No, the one
where he's a gang member.
Where he fights a bear. Or basically a bear eats him.
And there's a sex scene and they do it to that Pink Floyd song.
What?
Oh, the one where Leonardo DiCaprio's in a beach. It's like a secret beach. These guys are kayaking down a snowy river.
Right.
It's totally different.
Are there bears?
Surf News is brought to you by Hansen Surfboards. Hansen Surfboards. The MEO Pro Portugal could start March 3rd and 2 days from now at Super Tubos in Peniche. Last year, Caroline Marks won and Italo won their respective divisions. This year, who the hell knows who's going to win this thing? The men's and women's championship tour is crazy.
Right.
It's wild. Baron Mamiya is a wild card who rips. Of course, would you ever have thought he'd be in first place going to Portugal? No, you would have thought it was Gabriel Medina or Italo or Felipe or John. It's Baron Mamiya coming in at number 1. Yeah. Do you remember what happened to our sign?
I don't sign just what?
Did Cry is Free started in Portugal, right?
Did it?
I think so. I always just remember Portugal is a place where people cry.
I figure we need to...
Julian cried there. Gabriel cried there.
Mm-hmm.
Jordy cried there.
Right.
I'm sure other people have cried there. I think that's where Cry is Free came from.
We need to have Cry is Free stickers.
We need to bring it back.
And shirts. I think that Cry is Free is our slogan.
It's our catchphrase.
It's our catchphrase.
It works for anything. Like somebody pulls in front of you in traffic and you slam on the brakes and you're like, Cry is free. Don't cry. Yeah, so who do you think is going to win?
Let me see. How big is it supposed to be?
Yeah. Head
and a half.